Okay, this little video is about Bruce Lee, okay? I think Bruce Lee was a very rounded man, okay? He he was a phenomenal athlete, right? His body is always toned and ripped, and he can do many acrobatic stunts, like doing somersault and flip in the air like 3 times before he landed, like in the movie Enter the Dragons, right? The opening scene where he and Samuel Samuel Hung, yeah, Samuel Hung, the Chinese fat guy, he beat him and then he do the flip, right? And he's always trained hard, but he's a more well-rounded because he was also a movie actor. He's good at his craft, right? He became a movie actor and then he rise to the top very quickly. So that shows that his acumen, everything very rounded. He also was a philosopher. He studied philosophy in college, okay? One time somebody asked him and said, why you want to study philosophy? And he said, well, so that when I'm hungry I can have deep thoughts. So that simple words, the phrase alone, make him, he's a deep thinker. He's funny, he's humorous, he's funny. And he was a genius too. Think about it. I think you've seen this floating video clip around Facebook a lot. He told you to become like water, right? Become like water, because water is formless, right? When you pour water in a cup, it becomes a cup, right? When you pour water in a bottle, it becomes a bottle, right? Water can crash, you say, or it can drip, depending. If you need to be sneaking in somewhere, then you drip in. But if you want to force your way through, like Niagara Fall, crashing waves, right? Powerful. And how nowadays they use water to clear landmines and stuff. They find mines, and they move tons and tons of 100 tons of dirt a day using water. So water is very powerful, through jets and all that. So I say, become like water. I mean, isn't that itself alone advice? That advice itself is genius, in its philosophy and in its meaning and in its application, right? So Bruce Lee, very, very impressive man. And I think somewhere in Europe there's a town, they decide to do a statue of something that be meaningful to the resident, and they decide to erect a statue of Bruce Lee because Bruce Lee seems to bring everybody together. He has strength, in his martial arts move and his, beating the enemies, and then he has philosophy, and they want to adapt that town to be like philosophy and Bruce Lee like. I mean, there's a town here somewhere that has a statue of him, and they not worship him, but they idolize him, right? And there's a guy in I think Iran or somewhere in the Middle East. He looks just like Bruce Lee, and now he's doing all the kung fu moves. He's on Facebook. He's famous too. Bruce Lee move. And then also this little young Japanese dress-up guy in a yellow suit. He's practicing doing the same exact moves that Bruce Lee's movies, right? That's amazing. Take care, my friend. Oh man, my call's coming in. I have to end this video and get my call. I'm filming from film.